What's up, guys? Welcome back. And before we begin, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for getting me to 10K. I know it's been a slow burn. I only put like a video out like once every week, once a week. So I want to thank you guys for everybody who stuck around. And yeah, so here's another Bardock type what if. It doesn't really have to do anything with Bardock, but it's here. And yeah, before we begin, actually, I do want to say that you guys should go join me. I stream on this channel almost every other day, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Anyways, let's get into the what if. The events of the Bardock special still happen in this timeline, up until Bardock is given future vision. His team would still take him back to planet Vegeta and put him into the healing tank. In this timeline, Tora decides to wait for Bardock to wake up, unlike in the original timeline where they just left without him. Due to this, Bardock's future visions would slightly change. Bardock still sees planet Vegeta blown up, but what changes is that he sees his crew fighting Doria, as well as Goku / Kakarot barely escaping the planet Vegeta exploding. Shortly after, Bardock is done tripping out and he wakes up and is told that his teammates are somewhere on planet Vegeta. Before Bardock goes to look for them, he decides to head home and check up on his kid. We then get the whole scene of Bardock and Gine hugging and going to see the baby Kakarot. Bardock would even tell her about that weird dream he had, and Gine would just call him crazy because, it's just a dream. Bardock just kind of stares at Kakarot for a bit and turns around telling Gine that if he thinks that any sort of weird activity is going to happen with the planet, he wants to make sure that Kakarot's off planet. Gine completely disagrees with him, but Bardock doesn't hear her out, he just leaves. Bardock then goes off to find his crew and take up the job at Planet Meat. Before they leave, Bardock tells them about his little visions, in which everybody but Fasha makes fun of him, teasing him for it. But after they do anger Bardock a bit, they set off to take over Planet Meat. Once they arrive, the whole squad is able to take out the Medians, and just like in the special, they get attacked by Frieza soldiers. For those who don't know, the Medians are literally a race that only shows up in the Bardock special, as far as I'm aware of, and that's the only time they show up, and here's the only good picture I could find of them. Anyways, back to the story. However, since Bardock is around, he's able to take out most of the soldiers by himself, with everybody just suffering minor injury. After a moment of peace, they regroup and try to come up with a plan, but then Doria makes his presence known. Bardock realizes that his visions are becoming a reality and tells them to retreat as none of them are a match for, Doria. As they try to do that, Doria rushes in and is able to knock out Fasha and Shigesh. Doria tells them that he wants to play with them before he kills them. He wants to have fun with this food. Bardock, in a low voice, says to Tora to take the others to the planet Manu when he gives the signal. Bardock tells Doria not to play with this food, and he blasts the floor, creating a dust cloud around them. Bardock takes this opportunity to destroy Doria's scouter, buying Tora and everybody a bit more time. Bardock also tries to, punch him, and it really has no effect on Doria. And after Doria punches Bardock away, he does, the Fusroda thing, his mouth beam. Doria, believing Bardock is dead, he searches around for the other Saiyans, but he doesn't find them. After all, he doesn't have a scouter to find them, so he has to go back to Frieza, hoping that they just bleed out and die. After a few minutes, Tora and Borgos come out of hiding and also try to find Bardock, but they don't have scouters, so they most likely think that he's dead. Tora tells Borgos that they must follow Bardock's orders and take some pods from the Frieza soldiers that died and get the hell off this planet. After they leave, Bardock wakes up all beaten and bloody and heads towards planet Vegeta, like he did in the special. When Bardock arrives, he heads home and tells Gine about Frieza's betrayal and his visions, how they're coming true. He basically demands her to take Kakarot and meet up with Tora and the others on planet Manu. Gine, seeing essentially her husband, but not really, all beaten and bloody, should be a lot less reluctant on sending Kakarot away, but she embraces Bardock one last time before they go their separate ways. This does mean that Gine never tells Raditz about him or her surviving, meaning that he's gonna think that his whole family is dead, at least for now, Gine would head off to, find where the pods are, and basically she takes one for her and Kakarot and just blast off. Meanwhile, Bardock, tries to go off to convince the Saiyans, and unfortunately that doesn't work, and he goes off to face off against Frieza, and that also doesn't work, so basically the planet blows up. A few days later, Gine and Kakarot land on planet Manu and are found by Fasha. Once they all regroup, Gine tells them about planet Vegeta being no more. After a few moments of shock, the Saiyans must decide what to do now. Gine does bring up the fact that Raditz still may be alive since he was on a mission with Prince Vegeta. Tora tells her that it's also possible that Frieza's already killed them, if he really did kill, planet Vegeta. Tora, becoming the new leader of this Saiyan squad, tells them that for now they must survive and gather resources to take revenge on Frieza. From here, there will be a 5-year time skip. During the 5-year skip, it's most likely just training and fighting off any Frieza soldiers that would probably show up. But also, there's been a new addition to the Saiyan squad. As a year after, they start fighting and gathering and stuff, Fasha and Tora have a kid, which they name Turles, who isn't important right now, so let's focus back on Gine. She and the others are talking about how they're gonna take down Frieza. They conclude that the best way to take him down is to destroy him from the inside out, meaning if Prince Vegeta and Raditz are still alive, maybe they can get help from them. Maybe with their help, they can take down that scumbag Frieza. But first, they gotta find him. Shigesh is the one to suggest that they go out and get some information from the grunts. Tora agrees and says that there is a Frieza outpost that's pretty far away, which will allow them to get any information they need before, any reinforcements could show up. Which will mean that they have to leave this planet and they begin to plan out when they will arrive. Once they're done talking, Gine flies over to find Kakarot and Turles sparring. Gine calls them over and says that sooner or later they'll be leaving the planet. The others are going to get into a fight, however she makes them promise that they will stay out of the fight, which disappoints them as they wanted to fight really strong guys too. When Gine leaves, Turles tells Kakarot that they should hop onto their uncle's pods to make sure that they're able to fight these really strong dudes. So Borgos and Shigesh would most likely be like uncles to them, so that's why I call them uncles, just so you guys know. 4 days later, the Saiyans get ready to leave. Turles says he wants to go with Shigesh and Kakarot wants to go with Borgos. Gine tells them that they should come with her as she doesn't want them to get hurt. Shigesh tells her it's fine, don't worry about it, he'll take care of them. Borgos picks up Kakarot and just nods. Gine is disheartened, however she still gets her in a pod with everybody else and they blast off. When they arrive, Tora and the other Saiyans cause havoc on one side of the outpost, while Gine and Fasha run inside and try to find any information on where the other Saiyans are. They send Gine in since she would most likely know how to, get the information, at least compared to the other, team members. She would even threaten to kill one of the scientists to, give her the information, or else, she kills him. After she's told their location, what mission they're going on next, she's also told that not only did Raditz and Vegeta survive, but there's also 3 other Saiyans with them. Gine then goes on to thank the scientists, but Fasha walks in and kills every single scientist. As they run out, Fasha tells her that they can't have anyone knowing that they're here or why they're here. We even see them both blitz through a group of soldiers. Meanwhile, Shigesh is teaching Turles the best way to kill a soldier. With the way Saiyans are, I can completely see another Saiyan teaching a younger Saiyan how to do that. Borgos and Kakarot have been busy cutting off communication and fighting any soldiers that come their way. With Tora being the strongest, he has been outside taking care of majority of the soldiers, make sure that his friends, or I guess his comrades, have an easier time inside. Once most, if not all the soldiers die, the Saiyans regroup. Gine gives them the good news that not only is her son alive, but also Prince Vegeta's alive, and they got 3 more Saiyans with them. She then excitedly tells Kakarot that he'll finally get to meet his older brother. Kakarot gets really excited, that he's gonna finally get to meet Raditz. Gine goes on to tell him that Raditz and the others are on their way to another mission. They're gonna go take over another planet in the name of Frieza. Fasha concludes that it's best to talk to them while they're on that planet that they're gonna take over, because Frieza's not gonna be around or anything, so they can get their plan out to them and team up. Maybe. After they all agree on the plan, Tora tells them to hurry back and get into their pods. They need to get out of here before any reinforcements show up. So Kakarot and Tailorless jump into the pods with their moms and blast off into deep void that is space. So yeah, that's the what if. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see anything else from my channel, it's kind of windy outside. But yeah, I'm planning on doing more what ifs. Hopefully more Bardock centered what ifs, because I know you guys like that. Tell me if you guys want me to go back to the old Bardock what if, the Bardock and Gine one. But yeah, I'm trying to take the channel in a new kind of direction. I'm trying to do more, more live streams, more unboxing. I don't know, I may do some unboxings, I don't know. But yeah, I just want you guys' opinion on what to do with the channel, because I'm a bit of a loss. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to leave a like and comment, and yeah, tell me how you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later.